Okay, what we're gonna do here is a little install video on how to install the STM Italian made slipper clutch for the DRZ400. This right here. But first, alcohol. Let us begin. So what we're going to do first is we've got the hub, they call it. So we're going to take that hub and we're going to take these ball bearings here and we're going to use a little bit of greasing, a little bit of grease that you use for all kinds of cool things, and put them on the balls and insert the balls into the ball ramps. Okay, one more, and then step 2 is to fix the drum to the clutch hub using a regular 8mm bolt that we found on my bike.
The holes, that.
And we made this horrendous thing.
It'll work.
But it'll work, yeah.
And then you take this hole.
So yeah, that's bolts just to hold that together so we don't lose the balls while he puts it into the hub.
Remove this fucking thing.
Yeah, take that shits out. Okay, now step number 3. Insert the drum stopper hub into the hub housing. Take care that the right position of the eclipse of the drum stopper hub fits in properly. That is the drum stopper hub, and you can see it is kind of eclipsed, and it is eclipsed in there. So we will insert. Please insert. Oh, that made a nice insertion clicking sound. Okay, step whatever the fuck. Buds, what are you doing?
Making sure it's heated.
Verify that the secondary ring support is well inserted into its own housing inside the drum. That came pre-assembled like that, but you got to make sure that it's pushed in there properly. Let's put the clutch pack in there. So what you got to do is you got to measure your clutch pack in full. So you need to measure your clutch pack.
This words.
That words. It needs to be 35mm. 35, what does it say? 35, yeah, 35mm plus or minus 30 thousandths.
Yep, so we're fucking
perfect. We're good. Also, let's show them here. On your old clutch pack, you have, there might not be enough lights here. You have these 2 steel rings. One, and there's another one down the bottom here. You don't use these on the new STM clutch. You throw those in the garbage. We're going to take one at a time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you go what? Friction, steel, friction, steel, friction, steel, friction, steel.
A few moments later.
You should like totally stack 2 frictions and 2 steels together.
That's what I did in my
just for fun.
Rear end. And then for the last friction, you gotta put it one son of a bitch off.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Now we are going to insert the secondary spring into its seat into the drum with some grease. That thing's, you need this one.
Oh, that one.
This one, sorry.
Okay,
the little one. And you gotta put some grease on that biatch. Thin layer of grease. Okay. So is that all good in there? Okay, so insert the pusher plate into the, or it's, they call it pusher, it's a pressure plate. Insert the pressure plate into the seats on the drum. This is the pusher plate. I guess a pressure plate, it does move, so it is kind of a pusher plate. Verify that the spring support is well seated into its own housing inside the pressure plate. Insert the evolutionizing racing spring into the pressure plate. So that's that doohickey. Okay. Insert in this following sequence into the evolution spring pusher plate doohickey with the spring shaped part facing up as shown in the pictures. That thing first. Okay. Yeah, so the bearing goes next. this thing next. Okay. Then we do the concave washer, which is this thing. That's concaved.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is convexed.
So which one do you need?
We need convexed. Okay. So that goes in the middle here, convex side up. And finally, the nut that line up the legs of the pusher spring with the spring legs.
So you gotta line these up with this spring, and then put this newt.
The newt. Is that like a new newt?
Very new.
Oh, that newt is fucking
Brand new.
brand newt.
Brand newt.
Then use the tool and tighten the newt to the torque suggested by the manufacturer. That is the tool that they give you. What a tool.
Kind of like you, buddy.
So now we're going to pause
Pause
it,
it, yeah.
and we got to figure out some shit. If you guys are working on a DRZ400, I looked it up here in the manuals for you. I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but the main clutch sleeve hub nut gets tightened to 50.5 foot-pounds or 70 Newton meters. There you go, we looked it up for you. So now we're going to do this somehow, but I'm probably going to have to hold on to this motherfucker while he does it. Okay, here we go. Tighten this biatch. Ready? Nope. Hang on. I gotta get a better grip on here. There we go. Even though the instruction manual does not say it, take the fucking tool out of there. The next step is to take your old clutch hub, put it into a press, and punch that bearing out of there. Oh, dick, you just did that by hand. Look at that. Next, we have to press the bearings into this piece, the new slipper clutch doohickey. You want to put a cloth under it because you want to prevent scratching the nice orange anodized finish that you'll never fucking see because it's inside a clutch case.
It's actually red.
Whatever.
KTM guy here sees orange.
I just see orange everywhere because I like KTM. Oh, it's fucking bigger. Oh, it's fucking clutch. There you go, buds. Keep dialing, keep dialing. Oh, yeah. That's it. Oh, really? That's okay. Oh, show the visual. You take it. You take it.
That's her, Bob.
Okay, next step is to take the push rod and insert it into the vagina hole of the motor. And then take that.
What's called the pusher piece?
Pusher piece, okay. Put the pusher piece into the
And if you look,
klooch.
you move the klooch.
Ooh, the klooch moves the pusher piece. Okay. Now, so we're going to take the boring support, put it in there. And then there's 6 little bolts here, like these things. Make sure you put the convex side up towards the bolt head. So it's squashing that down and making it tight. Same way you did the other washer, the same as that inside the clutch there. The convexing side upwards.
Upwards.
You're so slippery all the road down this?
Yep.
You speed it up.
Is accurate.
These bolts we tighten to 7 Newton meters. We have a 7 Newton meter
60 inch pounds.
fucking thing. Or 60 inch pound.
No, I'm feeling crosswords. Third helper. Yep. Go to 4 to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
Hurry.
Make sure not these other stuff down here, right? Doesn't sound like this.
Good making you, Now to be smart, we just check. Yep. Yep.
And that is how you install a slipper clutch for a DRZ400. Just for informationes, it is an FSU-M030, and then there's some other fucked up part number underneath it. You guys can read that.